I had a conversation with my son today about the innocence of children, particularly the innocence of white children. And I'm going to break it down for you the easiest way I can. So, naturally, children of all races, all nationalities, of all ethnicities are innocent. Children are off limits. We can all hopefully agree to that. Now, there's a very thin ice between what actually should be practiced and what should be the standard in society and what is factually true or what is currently going on or what has been going on. So basically saying the reality, which is not the ideal case, and the ideal case, that is not reality. Now, first and foremost, white privilege does not stop just because someone is a kid. Does that mean the kid actively participates in that? Of course not. But two things can be right at the same time. A child can be innocent and yet still massively benefit from white privilege, giving that child a shitload of benefit of the doubt that in other situations or in very similar situations, but with other ethnicities and nationalities or racial backgrounds, that same benefit of the doubt is not going to be extended to another child the same age, same circumstances, but different ethnical backgrounds. In everything I'm going to say, we have to always remember that this is not by choice, clearly, because this is a fucking kid. Now, the child indeed is innocent. The child is an individual that has no choice, no power yet. It is completely innocent and is then being put into society depending on where it is, depending on who is being raised by, depending on who or what it's being associated and exposed to. And that is when it becomes a problem. Does that then mean that that child on an individual level, on a personal level, is a problem? No, it doesn't. Now, you can stretch this even further to literally every white individual. Are white people individually the problem? And that's very thin ice because some of them literally are and some of us are not. That's facts. Some of us are not the problem because we actively do not want to be the problem. Does that change that systemically we are all in the same boat? No. And acknowledging that doesn't mean we are guilty. It doesn't mean we are bad people. Admitting that just means we are contributing to the truth being spread. It's really that simple. Two things can be right at the same time. I can be wholeheartedly a good person with zero racist intentions, but I am still systemically on the side of the oppressor. Whether I want that or not is neither here nor there. Now, throughout human history, the benefit of the doubt and innocence towards children has been limited to white kids. Non-white children have never gotten the benefit of the doubt or the assumption of innocence, neither of which has ever happened. And there are countless examples of those facts, countless examples that back up what I just said, countless innocent Black, Indigenous, and children of color that have been innocently murdered because they were not given the benefit of the doubt and they were charged and convicted and stereotyped because of their racial background, and therefore the way society stereotypes their racial category or the racial category that they belong to. We can use very clear examples, okay? Emmett Till was completely innocent. Emmett Till never did shit. Emmett Till was not afforded any type of benefit of the doubt or in any way, shape or form was he given the assumption of innocence. Emmett Till was murdered in cold blood for the plain assumption of a white woman with racist intentions, tendencies, and mindsets. This woman just died of recent. I didn't even know that she was dead. I thought she was still alive. That was my last stance. She outlived the person she killed with centuries, okay? No benefit of the doubt was extended to this innocent child because he was Black and because he therefore fit a racial stereotyping of the category that he was put into. He fit racial categories or racial stereotypes that in society are said to be fulfilled by Black people. On the other hand, we have white kids or white teenagers that have murdered for racist intentions, and they were still given human decency. We're still given the benefit of the doubt by them being labeled mentally unstable. They were not dragged through the mud. Their family history was not dug out. Their past crimes were not dug out. There was nothing like this person is a terrorist. There was nothing like this person had racist ideologies. This person was a murderer. This person deliberately, because of their race. Nothing like that happened. And as we have on one hand Emmett Till, on the other hand we have somebody like Dylan Roof that at 21 years old shot 9 people, murdered 9 people in cold blood, and was clearly a white supremacist that was given Burger King after being arrested. Dylan is still alive. He was guilty, proven beyond reasonable doubt of being a murderer that murdered for the sole fact that these people were Black, was given Burger King after he was arrested. On the other hand, we have countless, and we can do this comparison from now till tomorrow. There are countless examples of white privilege being given to obvious racists and murderers, and on the other hand, the presumption of innocence not being extended to innocent Black people. And as long as that is the case, I, for one, will never extend any type of benefit of the doubt, any type of presumption of innocence to any white person ever. I will not. Now you might be like, oh, Nicole, you're judging people unfairly. I don't give a shit. I don't give a rat's ass if I'm judging people unfairly. My children leave the house every single day and are being judged unfairly. My children are being racially profiled and racially stereotyped every single day of their lives. I don't give a shit if my personal judgment hurts your fucking feelings. Okay? I don't give a shit. And I know you're going to be angry about this because you're telling me, oh, I hate white people. I don't give a shit either. I tell my children the exact same thing. Better safe than sorry. Okay? I prefer they have a healthy amount of suspiciousness and care around white people and move accordingly than they hand out trust like it's a fucking silver platter and be fucked over by the same white people over and over again, like it has happened countless times and happens countless times every single day. It will not happen. I don't care. Your feelings do not matter to me. And then you can be like, oh, your children's feelings don't matter to us. They anyway don't. They anyway don't. You anyway don't give a fuck about non-white children's feelings. So stop messing and acting as if I'm an individual case that, oh, if you don't extend your suspiciousness or your presumption of innocence to white children, we will not do this to your Black kids. You anyway don't. Whether I do it or not, when you see my kids, you don't see innocent children. You do not see innocent children. When you see my children, you see Black kids. And you be clutching your fucking pearls with your $2 inside when you see my son at 16 being 1.85 meters tall with his locks, you be seeing a criminal. So don't be acting as if just because of what I said, you stop giving the benefit of the doubt to my Black kids, because you will never do that anyway. You walk around stereotyping everybody non-white from morning till night. And now when people are turning their back and they're like, oh, you know what? Fuck you and fuck your kids. All of a sudden you want to be hot? Well, guess what? Fuck you and fuck your kids. Now, does that mean I treat white kids poorly? Absolutely not. If I see a child in a danger, in an emergency, I will treat that child like my own. I will protect that child with my life because that child is innocent. Does that mean that in a situation of an argument, I'm going to extend the benefit of the doubt to a white kid? Absolutely not. You will prove that you're innocent. And if you can't prove you're innocent, to me, you're guilty. Deal with it. A couple of weeks back, a Black man was proven innocent by DNA testing and was still murdered by lethal injection. There was no assumption of innocence. Go and fuck yourself with your feelings. The lack and absence of benefit of the doubt causes people, Black people, people of color, and indigenous people their life every single year. And you want to whine and dine about your fucking feelings? No. No. You're guilty. until proven innocent. Let's flip the switch and see how you like it.